A significance level alpha is the probability value used as a standard for significantly high or low values. A significance level of alpha equals 0.05 means that a value is considered significantly high or low if the probability of its occurrence is less than or equal to 5%. This means that significantly high values occur in the right tail of the distribution and have probabilities less than or equal to alpha. So, for instance, if I had x1 here as my value, well, I'm looking for the probability of a value that extreme or more. So I'm looking for the area to the right of x1. And if you notice, that area to the right of x1 is smaller than the entire area of alpha. And since the probability of x1 occurring is smaller than alpha, that means x1 would be considered significantly high. Now, here's x2, for instance. If you notice x2, the area to the right of x2 is exactly equal to alpha. X2 would also be considered significantly high. On the other hand, x3, well, the area to the right of x3 is larger than alpha. So that value would not be considered significantly high. So if we get a probability value that's larger than the significance level, that value is not considered significantly different, significantly high or low. Okay, so let's look at this example here to formalize that. The length of pregnancies are normally distributed with a mean of 268 days and a standard deviation of 15 days. A pregnancy lasts 302 days. Is this pregnancy considered significantly long if a significance level of alpha equals 0.01 is used? All right, well, let's see. So that means this is under a bell curve. They told me the mean of 268, which would be in the middle of this bell, 268. And they also told me that this pregnancy lasted 302 days. So that's the value of x. I'm looking for the area to the right of that. I want to know what's the probability of getting something that extreme or more. So we're going to be looking for the area to the right. So when we use the cumulative distribution function, we're actually going to need its complement, because the cumulative distribution function, CDF, only gives us the area to the left. So we're going to have to do 1 minus the CDF to find the area to the right. So let's go ahead and find that area. I'm going to use Google Colab, IPython. So here it is. So I'm going to first import not giving my keyboard here. The trouble with doing this on the iPad sometimes. There you go. So I'm going to import SciPy, and I'm going to import SciPy.stats actually. So I'm going to import SciPy.stats, and I'm going to import it as just stats. And then I'm going to call that stats object, and I'm going to do stats.norm.cdf for the cumulative distribution function. And oh, I forgot, I need to do the complement, right? So I'm not doing the CDF because that's the area to the left. I want the area to the right, so I have to do 1 minus that. So 1 minus that CDF, and now I have to feed the parameters to the CDF. The parameters it wants, first it wants the value that I need to find the probability to the right of, or to the left of, but we're doing the complement. So that value is 302. 302 is the value under consideration. Then I will need to give it the mean, which is 268, and then I need to give it the standard deviation, which was 15. So once I feed it all that, I'm finding the complement of that normal CDF, and then I'm just going to run it. Okay, taking a while to run there. Still connected to the internet, I believe. Oh, there it is. All right, so finally it runs and it gives me a probability value, the area to the right of 0.0117. So my probability, the probability that x is greater than or equal to 302, that probability is equal to 0.0117. The value of alpha, though, is 0.01, so this is greater than is greater than 0.01, which is the value of alpha. So since my value is greater than alpha, I know that this pregnancy would not be considered significantly long, because the probability value is bigger than the significance level. So the significance level is the cutoff point. Anything less than 1% is significant. Our value does not have a probability that's less than 1% or even equal to 1%, so it's not significant. Now you notice that if we use the significance level of 0.02, this would be considered significant, or even 0.05, this would be considered significant. So choosing your significance level actually determines how extreme the value has to be considered significant.